I always get that mixed up too, but this is the first television interview that you've ever done, correct? Why is that, Matt?
Mainly because we saw ourselves for the first couple of years of playing, the best way to do it would be to play live and get people to see us that way first.
It's been, what, 7 years that the band's been together?
5, yeah.
5.
With a break in the High Diddle Diddle?
That's right.
Why did that break happen for a start?
Writing more songs, spending time working on new material, recording. We sort of produced the last album that we've done.
Right.
And it was a bit of a lead up to that too.
Well, you had the one album, One to Come, and an EP, and there's been very little video.
That's right.
In fact, the one we see today will be the first.
That's the first.
Why the first video?
Same reason, basically. We had a goal when we first started that we wanted to get to Adelaide, Sydney and up north on the live performance of the band, which we sort of felt was our strongest.
Do you guys sort of set yourself on the precedent set by Midnight Oil, who did a similar thing, stayed away from the media intentionally, you know, and made it work for them live first? Would you think that that's what you're following?
A lot of people have compared us to Midnight Oil, yeah. We started off, when we first started, we did a lot of gigs with them, supporting them. And
so you're good mates as well as having worked together.
Yeah, but
pretty good influence, really. I think the main thing of it is that when you start and you concentrate on what you're about, your music, you know, then you tend to develop a sound of your own.
Let's get into that first and worry about the rest later.
Yeah.
Okay, now the recent headliners at Her Majesty's Theatre, that was a fairly ambitious thing in a way, wasn't it? Because, I mean, all of a sudden you're saying, well, we're back on the road and we're going to headline this concert in a big theatre. Were you really happy with the way it came out? Because you killed them.
Yeah, very happy with the way it came out. Very happy indeed.
Do you think you'll do more of that sort of thing now?
Well, what we're doing at the moment is looking around and trying to find other venues that we can work in, mainly because there's a real shortage of venues. And so we're trying to really find other places that not only we can play, but other bands can work in as well, because there's a bit of a shortage of venues that you can play in.
Especially in the licensing laws, especially in the middle sort of stratum at the moment.
That's the hotel circuit you're talking about. Yeah, the licensing thing is getting a little tough on allowing pub owners to actually have those bands of your calibre in, aren't they? Because
actually, on Sunday night we're doing the National Theatre in Richmond down in Melbourne.
Right, and tonight you're in Melbourne as well.
Yep, at the Tarmac.
And then what happens there? You've actually got a thing, what, 32 dates in 31 days? Or
31 days in 30...
Another one,
dates in 34 days,
Do you like doing it that way?
Yeah.
So you
have too many days off. The only days we have off is when we drive. And you lose your concentration if you...
So, and it obviously tightens the band up, so by the end of the thing, you're going to be unbelievably tight, I would think. Now, what about the album? When's it come out?
The album's coming out in about the 6th, actually. We're doing the National to sort of launch the album. And it's a new venue. I've heard that they're going to run it more as a venue now, which is a good thing.
Right.
When you talk about the touring, it's always been pretty full on for us. You know, the touring thing, actually the last 12 months is about the biggest gaps that we've had between touring and while we haven't been playing live, we've been sort of learning the ropes on the other side of it, you know.
I got you. Peter Dawkins produced your first album, but this one you did yourself. Why?
To learn how to do it.
A lot of whys in this interview, isn't there?
To learn how to do it, to get a lot of ideas down. It's been a bit of a learning process for us.
Yeah.
And I think it's been pretty successful on that level. We sort of treat a lot of things we do that way to get the most out of it, obviously.
Yeah. So we can look forward to the new album, produced by you very shortly, called Word of Mouth, by the way.